Nowadays, we're overwhelmed with stimulation and technology, and we're constantly looking at screens and pushing buttons.
I think that art is absolutely necessary for the fostering of connections between people.
I'm telling you, if people paint, if they think, if they sing, if they dance, if they hum, if they make sculpture, they won't be thinking of killing people. They won't be thinking of making war.
Hi, my name is Sharon Lee. Welcome to Art Blender. On this December morning, I am in downtown Campbell at the Farmers Market. I am interviewing people about their opinions on art. Let's see what they have to say.
My name is Karen, and I live here in Campbell.
My first name is Luke, and I live in Santa Cruz, California.
My name is Sherry, and I live in Willow Glen, which is part of San Jose.
I'm Dr. Denise Tarasic. I live in Campbell, California, right downtown and here in Campbell.
My name is Miranda Collett. I live in the south of Spain.
My name is James, and I'm from San Jose.
My name is Shayla Urena, and I'm from Annapolis, Maryland.
Hi, my name is Jamie, and I'm from San Jose, originally from the Boston area.
My name is Karen, and I'm from Campbell.
My name is Priya, and I live in Campbell.
My name is Mara, and I also live in San Jose.
I'm Lake Marquis.
When you were growing up, was there art or music in your house? And did your parents put an emphasis on art and creative expression?
Oh, interesting. Yes, art was in our house. My mother was an artist.
So when I was growing up, I was definitely surrounded by art. Mostly within my education, I was really lucky enough to go to a school where I had a music class every day and an art class every day.
There was always music in our house, always. Not so much art, except just what we created ourselves.
I'm Canadian, and I'm from the Maritimes in Canada. My father played the fiddle. My mother played the banjo. I played the guitar and piano, and my cousin played concert pianist. She was a concert pianist. And we used to have jamborees, and we'd get the spoons going and everything all at once, yes.
Our mother was an artist, and her grandmother too, and all of our cousins and brothers and sisters in our family are painters. So we were lucky.
Well, when I was growing up, there were paintings in the house, and my parents took me to museums. And yeah, there was a lot of music around, and we had a record player.
There was definitely music, not so much any other art mediums, but there was definitely music in the home growing up. And they did not necessarily emphasize it, but as we explored our own creativity, they did support us.
They did place an important on art. My mother played the organ. I grew up singing in the church choir. My grandfather also sang in the church choir. I did musicals when I was young. I was in Cats, and I kept singing all the way through college and beyond, and now I teach in the humanities.
Oh, it was unavoidable in my home. When I was growing up, art in my home consisted of my mother being a theatrical director and my dad being a musician. He literally composes musicals as a hobby.
Yes, they probably were the normal parents who had the paintings in the house, and we would play music sometime.
Absolutely. I grew up with the Beatles. That was my greatest. Paul McCartney is my idol because of my dad.
Oh, I think art is just as important to me now as when I was younger.
Simple answer is yes. I cannot imagine my life or life in general without some creative process. I think as an adult, art definitely plays a part in my life, and I think that it is more important.
So at this point in my life, I feel like art is still important because it's a self-expression.
Right now, I'd say it's more important. I think that art is really a really important focus for everybody from children on up.
Because I know everybody has art in them, but they don't always have the invitation to paint.
Now that I'm grown up, I would say it's much more important. I listen to music a lot.
I would say it has more of a role in my life as an adult.
I would say it's the same importance. Art has never really left my life.
Art is, as a grown-up, exactly as if not more important than it was as a kid.
I think it's very important. It's like the right side of the brain, right? So the right and left needs to be balanced.
I would say more important just because now I'm able to find deeper meaning.
Oh man, it has way more importance now.
Did I take art in school? Absolutely. I mean, first of all, art was still a part of the curriculum when I was growing up. And I took every art class and whatever creative class that there was.
Most of my art classes were always my favorite classes because I always was able to feel comfortable with the teacher and the way they were connecting with us.
Oh, the classes that I took when I took them were extremely important to me, and I don't know if I think they were probably long-lasting.
Oh yes. So in seventh, so I remember finger painting. When I grew up, I remember going to school in Toronto, and and also in the Maritimes, and I can remember love finger painting.
I took one watercolor class when I was a child. I think it did have some influence.
Yes, I took piano lessons. I took trumpet lessons. I was in the marching band in high school. Tried to play the trumpet. Wasn't very good at it, but it was a good experience. It helped me appreciate listening to people who can really play.
I only took the mandatory one, so I'm from Maryland, and we have just standard art classes, music classes that are sort of required, but nothing outside of the requirements for every student.
Piano, choir, oil painting.
I was, in fact, a musician for the first 20 or so years.
Art was in my school. It was very important. I used to enjoy the classes and music as well.
Yes, we actually had requirements to take those classes, so it wasn't anything that I chose.
In 2011, I went away to school for vocal performance.
In our society, art is needed more than ever, because I think it truly is. First of all, it's such a great communication tool.
Yes, I believe art is very important in our society because it allows humans to express themselves, their feelings, their culture. By reforming education and allowing children to be exposed to more art, it's going to open up more directions for kids and youth and teen.
It speaks to our souls and our spirits, and it is about humanity. And I think that we need to bring humanity back to humans and being human. And nothing touches all of us universally, like music, art, photography, film, poetry.
Oh, art is definitely important in our society. With everything appearing in columns, numbers and columns, you need that other part of your brain working, and it just satisfies your soul in a different way. Oh, I think art should be emphasized a little more than it has been lately. We've had some real high spots in our society, but it's gone the other way lately.
I think it really does. If it doesn't, I think it should. But I think it does. The children love art. I think it's one of the most important things of self-expression.
It does in some way, but not nearly. Nowhere near what it should play. Art is the most important way. I think it's the way to find love in yourself, in your community, in your family, and it's a way to connect with all people.
Not enough, I don't think, because of the commercialization of it. Most of what's put out there is pretty lousy. I think we should put more because it stimulates the brain, and that's very much needed now in the times we live in.
Oh, of course, yes.
I do. I think it plays a huge role in our society, especially nowadays. A lot of my favorite music artists are doing a lot of female empowerment and different movements as far as equality and things like that. Oh, I definitely think we should put more emphasis on it, because I think by not emphasizing it enough, especially in children, we're not sort of cultivating that area of people.
Yes, absolutely. Art is an incredible outlet for stress and anxiety, which is a a fairly large aspect of our society, and I think without it we would just be so much worse off. When I was growing up, I went to see musicals, and then that led me to participate in musicals, and then, you know, all of those things give our children and then later our society in general a greater appreciation of art. So the more emphasis we put on it and its importance, you create children and then adults and then just a whole functioning society who appreciates art as a whole.
It's crucial. It's absolutely crucial. Arts is sports are, you know, someone wins and someone loses, and with the arts, everyone wins.
I think the society is malnourished if there is no art. Art plays a very, very significant part in our society. Yeah, it makes us appreciate life. I would say that we should put more emphasis. I think art is not appreciated. Artists are not being paid highly. Colleges, schools should emphasize artists.
I definitely think art plays an important role in today's society. I think it creates beauty and brings emotion where people could just go by their lives and not really feel anything, and art makes us feel deeper, I think. I think it's a way to bring joy into our communities.
I think that art is the single most important piece of any society. I think that it is unity. I think that it is the essence of humanity.
My sister has 3 boys, and her middle boy, she just put in a math and music school.
But my grandkids are taking classes. They take, oh gosh, I think they're both in music in school, and they really love it. Our kids, when they were in school, did do art, and I taught at an art magnet school.
Oh, definitely more emphasis on art and music. I mean, I think it's like, it's creativity. It's so good for the brain. It's so good for the heart. It's so good to bring joy. Well, my son's 30 now, but he always had art growing up in school, and I saved all of his pictures. Not one. I have never given away any of his photos.
And I think art is a very important aspect of our school system.
They are definitely going to be involved in as many of the arts as they want. Like, I will let them point the way and follow where they go.
So I did enroll my daughter in music classes, although it was a little pinch on our pocket, but I never gave up.
If I had kids, I would definitely encourage them to have as many art classes as they can.
My life mission is to redesign the school systems, starting in America. Hey, and I don't know where else to start. And we have to redesign it completely focused on psychology through art. That is the answer to the future of humanity.
Can you name a famous artist other than a musician that is alive today?
Oh my Lord.
Wow.
Oh, wow, well.
Writers, Elizabeth Gilbert.
So one of my favorite artists' name is Alex Gray.
Probably would recognize art more than artist names.
Oh my goodness, all the artists at Filoli. Catherine Waters, Lee McCaffrey.
Morgan Santander. He is a Mexican painter.
So I have to pass on that.
I'm going to go with my art teacher. She's going to love it. She's a local artist. Her name is Lydia Black.
I'm going to go with Hayao Miyazaki, the animator and film director.
Any Thomas Kincaid? I don't know.
I don't know why. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
There's an Etsy artist called Mohawk Designs.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, no, I can't. No, I don't.
That's okay.
Okay, wait. Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay, that's perfect.
She's an artist.
Okay, yes, she is.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sharon Lee, host of Art Blender, and thanks for watching today's episode. I put Art Blender together for a very specific purpose in mind, highlighting art and how it can be used as a healing tool. You see, I firmly believe that art has therapeutic value for those looking for a deeper meaning in themselves. This show is also for the artist, whose personal journey requires them to create art for its healing ability. I know through my own experiences that writing poetry has helped me so much during my darker days. Art Blender explores how people can improve their mental and emotional state just by experiencing or creating art. As you can see, our episodes are not purely for entertainment. They have other benefits as well. If you have watched an episode of Art Blender, and it has helped you in some way, I want to know about it. Please go to our website and on the Talk to the Blender page, drop me a line. I want to know we are doing some good in the world. Also, we are always looking for artists to appear on the show. So if you are an artist or know an artist who uses art as a healing tool, please contact our producer. Now here is some housekeeping stuff. To continue producing episodes of Art Blender, we are looking for individual donations and corporate underwriting. If you can help us out or know a business that is sympathetic to our cause, let our producer know. Finally, it is essential that the mission of Art Blender is spread as far and wide as possible. Please like and share us on Facebook. Together, we can form a community united around the idea of art as a healing power. Let's go unleash that power to the world.